In this session, I will cover exactly how do artificial neural networks learn through a simple example, and in particular I will cover why do we call ANNs compositional, how to calculate predicted output of an ANN, and why it is more convenient to update weights and biases in backward direction. That is why it is more convenient to use the back propagation algorithm. So first thing to note is that we update the weights using this equation, where this is weight of a particular link at step t plus 1. This is weight of that link at step t. Eta is learning rate, and this is partial derivative of loss function with respect to the weight that we want to update. So basically, if we know the partial derivative of loss function with respect to weight, then we can easily update the weight. So let's say we are given n input output data pairs in the form of xk, yk, and we consider a simple artificial neural network consisting of three layers: the input layer, one hidden layer, and output layer. And in each of these layers, we have only one nodes. Let's number the node in input layer is 1, the node in hidden layer is 2, and node in output layer is 3. And the weight of the link between node 1 and 2 is W1. The bias of node 2 is B1. The weight of link between node 2 and 3 is W2, and bias of node 3 is B2. And the activation function of node 2 in hidden layer is F, and activation function for node 3 in output layer is G. So let's say we give input xk to our artificial neural network, and it passes through our network and gives us the predicted output yk hat. So let's see exactly how do we calculate yk hat for any given input xk. So when input x goes through input node does not have any activation function, so it passes through node 1 as it is, and when xk passes through this link, it gets multiplied with w1, and we add the bias for node 2 to that. So input for node number 2 will be w1 xk plus b1. Now when this input passes through node 2, because activation function of node 2 is f, the output of node 2 becomes f of w1 xk plus b1. Now this output of node 2 passes through this link whose weight is w2, and the bias for node 3 is b2. So input for node 3 becomes w2 into output of node 2 plus bias of node 3. So this becomes input of node number 3, and activation function for node number 3 is G. So output of node 3 becomes G of input to node 3, and this is the input to node 3. So this will be the output of node number 3, which is our predicted output. So yk hat is basically this. Now here note that g is a function and this f is also a function. So here yk hat is a function g, which is a function of another function f. And this idea of taking function of function is called composition of functions, and that's why we call artificial neural networks compositional in nature. That is, predicted output of artificial neural network is composition of activation functions. In fact, each additional layer will add one level of composition of functions. Now, once we know the predicted output for a given input, then we can easily calculate the loss function, because the actual output or expected output is known as a part of training data set. And to calculate the loss function, I will use mean squared error loss function, which is given as 1 upon n sum over all the training data set yk hat minus yk squared. So this will be our loss function and our predicted output is this expression. Now let's calculate the partial derivative of loss function with respect to weight W1, which is weight of link in first layer. So partial derivative of loss function with respect to W1 will be del L by del W1 equals to 1 upon n sigma k from 1 to n. Now derivative of this whole thing with respect to W1 will be 2 yk hat minus yk. Now derivative of this with respect to W1, so that will be del yk hat del W1, and because yk is part of our training data set, so that is a constant, so the derivative will be 0. So I will not write that term here. So now we need to find partial derivative of yk hat with respect to W1 to get partial derivative of loss function with respect to W1. So let's find that. So del yk hat del W1 will be equals to, now yk hat is this expression and g is a function of W1 through f. So first I will have to do derivative of g with respect to this whole thing. So that will be g dash of W2 f W1 xk plus B1 plus B2. Now this dash is partial derivative of g with respect to this whole expression, then into the derivative of this whole expression with respect to W1, and W2 B1 and B2 will be treated as constants with respect to W1. So W2 into, now because f is a function of W1, so I'll have to do f dash of W1 x k plus B1, and here also this dash is partial derivative of f with respect to this whole thing. So then I'll have to do into derivative of this expression with respect to W1. So that will be, here xk is constant, so I'm left with xk here, plus B1 will also be constant with respect to W1, so that will be 0, but I'll skip that. So here this is partial derivative of up to this part with respect to W1, then there will be plus partial derivative of B2 with respect to W1, but B2 will be treated as constant with respect to W1, so there will be plus 0 term that I will skip. So this I can write as, so this will be the partial derivative of yk hat with respect to W1. In the same way, I will find partial derivative of loss function with respect to W2, that is weight of link in second layer. And del yk hat del W2 will be, and here note that when I am taking derivative with respect to W2, then W1, B1 and B2 will be treated constant. So G dash of this whole thing. Now because we are finding partial derivative with respect to W2, so W1 and B1 are constant. So f of W1 xk plus B1 will be constant with respect to W2. So into, and derivative of this W2 will be just 1. So into f of W1 xk plus B1 plus the partial derivative of B2 with respect to W2, which will be 0. So I'll skip that. So del yk hat del W2 will be equals to, now here note that when I'm finding partial derivative of loss function with respect to W1, that is weight of link in first layer, then I need F dash as well as G dash. Whereas when I'm finding partial derivative of loss function with respect to W2, that is weight for link in second layer, then I need F and G dash. That is, I need derivatives of activation functions of all the succeeding layers. So that will be tricky when we are proceeding in forward direction. That is, first we find partial derivative with respect to W1 and then W2. So what will be better if we start finding partial derivative of loss function for weights in the last layer, then we will only need G dash, and this F we have already calculated in our forward pass. So when I find partial derivative of loss function with respect to weights in last layer, I only need to find derivatives of activation functions in last layer. Then I move one layer back, and there I need both F dash as well as G dash, but G dash I have already found here, so that I can use here. So it will be more convenient to find partial derivatives of loss function starting from the last layer and then moving backward one step at a time. That's why we update weights by starting at the last layer and then moving one layer back at a time. And that's why this algorithm of updating weights using gradient descent is called back propagation. So our artificial neural network becomes feed forward and back propagation, that is, input moves in forward direction and the error or weight update process moves in backward direction.